Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. Yay! What is Drakenmemoria, you may ask? Well, it's Dungeons & Dragons, or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons & Dragons. So if this is not something you want to watch, well... too bad. This is what we're doing. So, you're stuck with us. Fortunately, if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you have suggestion either to the right or the left, so you can pick one if you want. Otherwise, you're stuck with us, with those who actually want to watch Dungeons and Dragons related stuff, adventure, humiliation. Yeah, that's mostly it. Adventure.
That's it. That's the tweet. Send.
Adventure and humiliation. That's Dungeons Dragon in short. A few good moments, where you're proud, but usually the rest, it's just you looking at things, saying, "Oh, well, could have done better with this." All right. Well, if it's something you want to watch,
Hey, you don't need to talk about love like that.
yeah. Well, you didn't have to mention it so quickly. I'm injured. You should be nice to me. I have stitches. I'm injured.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds. Can't go much further than that.
No,
10 seconds,
no,
maybe.
it's okay. I agree. All right, so whatever the reason, if you're here because you want to be here, because you like Dungeons and Dragons, us, a combination of the two, just don't know where else to go, and this is fine. Well, no matter what, so long as you remain civil in the chat, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And hey, Valenvy's already there, so if you want to talk to her, go ahead, say hi.
Ow.
If not, well, she's just gonna judge you silently. Alright, publicity. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, it's Ambient Mixer. If you like the world map, it's Wonder Draft. And the battle map, it's Dungeon Alchemist. And that's about everything we can say about publicity, what's helping this channel. We don't have any sponsors. We're not against it. But I do understand that we need to have at least one more zero in our follower count before anyone even starts considering this. So if you want to help us, go ahead. Become a follower. Subscribe even. That would be nice. Gives me more money. Yeah, that's it right there. Alright, so what's been happening? Last episode. Here we go. I think we don't need the storm in the background for now. Silence. Alright, last episode. The party assembled their traveling companions. And after a bit of conversation, where some elements were uncovered by a select few members of the group, the party finally left the settlement they were in. The road to the library was long and uneventful. The monotony of this realm is its unchanging nature became more and more apparent, to the point where some party members needed to find ways to bring some changing element while they were traveling. Once they reached their destination, they found themselves in front of an unsettling sight, a dying library. Grabbed from its original realm, moments before it was destroyed, ever burning from absent fires and showing the scars of heavy battle. Our adventurers boldly decided to go in and started to look for books about the mist of the realm they were in before, trying to learn more. They started to make their way inside of this unsettling library where everything was partially destroyed. Part of the ceiling collapsed, some walls destroyed. Library, bookshelf, all showing sign of burning, yet the fire was absent. Books, as they were being opened, were still just consuming themselves with no fire, but also not progressing in this consumption. Just the last few moments of life of the book, as if stuck in a picture taken as this place was slowly dying. Our adventurer decided eventually to go deeper inside the library and kept on looking for books. Eventually, they started to find what one of their companion was a bit afraid to find. Echoes of something. While their companion is away, trying to make sure that the worst of this plight doesn't affect them. Our adventurers are left with the consequence of being alone to face this unsettling element. And so, as you are searching through the library, through the different bookshelves, I believe it was Tobiyashi who eventually tried to grab a book, and suddenly the shelf of the bookcase used nearby seemed to simply detach itself and try to grab Tobiyashi's arm. And I believe this is where we left off. Alright. So, a little bit of ambient music. Alright. I think we are... Oh, I forgot to take a picture of this place so that my players can actually... do something about this. Alright. Hold on. Let's go with a light colored grid for you, because otherwise you won't be able to see anything. There you go. Can you actually hear the music? Because for me it's really low.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, your music is low. Sorry, I have other music playing.
Ah. No, it's just I realized that for some reason the sound volume for the music is not, since I changed my computer, it's not the same for you, for me, and for the stream. Don't know if it's because there is a added level of detail because the computer is stronger and now there's making a weird difference. I don't know. But there apparently is a difference. So this in short is oh, that's right, it's a little bit big. Yeah. All right. Let's go with this. Just increase just a little bit the sound. Alright. So, this is what we can see. Let's see. Let's go with Tobiashi was studying a book here. So, if Tobiashi was there, where is everyone else compared to him? I placed him at F9. So,
I was trying to stay a bit away from everyone because I was looking at my own stuff. So if that puts it in perspective.
okay. So let's say
I thought you were helping out in this one. I thought you looked for your own stuff.
Oh yeah, no wait, I was looking for my own stuff on the first one.
All right.
I think we entered initiative because we were all grouped around the book, and then I was facing the opposite way, the ceiling. Which
Oh
would
yeah,
put
you're looking at the
me-
ceiling.
Well, I only had
Which would-
initiative for audience and Tobiashi.
Oh,
Yes, 2 of us did roll.
Oh no, I also
I guess
have initiative
that
for
would put me. Which is the next book? Is the bookshelf in front of him or
next to him.
next to him? Okay, so he would be. So I would have been F10 then, facing the opposite direction.
Oh no, that is the bookshelf. F10 is the
Oh.
bookshelf.
Oh, so I would have been 8 then the other way. F8.
All right. All right. What about Remy? Remy usually not far from audience, so probably on the same side, somewhere in the line of 8, but
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say probably we'll go with E8. Because then he'll be at audience's right.
oh. All right. And Fisher. You're muted.
H9.
All right. So, monster reaching out to Tobiashi. Going there.
We did get rest, right, guys?
Yeah, it's been 4 days. So.
All right.
All right. So, Fisher, your initiative. You're the only initiative I'm missing.
Okay. 12.
12. Alright, and no one summoned Onak, and no one mentioned Terry being out. So, anyway, Terry wouldn't have been able to help. He can't see what's written on the books.
Agna also did not come into the library. She stayed outside.
Okay.
So.
The monsters. Echoes. Here we go. Echoes.
Get off there. Stop.
Is there a problem with me being on my chair?
Yes.
Alright. Having a. Which means. Oh, wow.
Come
Oh, no. Alright. So. Which means. Since they did attack. All right,
Am I getting
let's
grappled?
settle this with this. Yeah, no, it was just me introducing them trying to attack you last time. So, we're gonna go with. Wow. That's amazing. I rolled 18, 18, 18. So, let's go for perception. You were all trying to figure out books, so essentially you were making perception roll. Your passive perception. Here we go. Yeah, your passive perception. All right.
18.
18 Tobiyashi. Well, 18 is what I rolled.
Yeah.
Are we all rolling that? Or is that...
No. Your
Okay.
passive perception. 18.
All of Raimi's passives are 21.
Okay.
Or at least 3 primary passives.
Yeah. Alright, so Remy, you're the only one who manages to not be surprised by this, but really just barely. So you're the only one who actually gets to do something on the initial round at the same time as the monsters. No, Remy, what's your... No, not at the same time as the monster. They have a better initiative than you. So,
I mean, like, is this a situation where they have, like, actually, like, gotten the jump on us? Is, like, this is a surprise?
yeah. They're essentially... Well, you... Nope. I just realized...
Sorry,
that I
I'll speak in more technical terms.
Yes.
Like, essentially, are the monsters getting a free round on the group?
yes,
Like,
it was a surprise attack. They were hiding inside of the bookshelf, but your passive perception allowed you to see them as they were trying to make their ambush, meaning that Remy, you can do something in the same round as they are. Everyone else gets surprised by...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no!
I can... Raimi will get to act normally and have a reaction and all that jazz. Yeah.
Alright, meaning Tobiyashi is being attacked by this one here. Because it's a surprise attack, just in case it's natural 20, it's not. Alright, Tobiyashi, you're being attacked with a 31 for the first attack.
Am I getting grappled or just attacked?
Oh no, it's an attack. It's just an attack.
Okay, that hits.
It's a clawing attack. So, meaning it's N. Just because I needed to make this a little bit more dangerous. They get sneak attack.
Oh no, they were rogues in a past life.
Well,
Alright, so...
Oh, worse, they were probably assassins. Don't they roll with advantage?
it's just because he's attacking Tobiyashi, and Tobiyashi is surprised. They're coming out of the woodwork, literally. So, that means it's 24 points of slashing damage as one of them reaches out and...
you said 24?
Yes. The other attack is not a sneak attack, but it's still a 25 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Tobiyashi suddenly gets ravaged by this creature coming out of the bookshelf. It's It's a strange creature. You'd probably guess it's some type of ghost. It just materialized from the bookshelf, separated itself, almost like if it had a cloaking device, but it just materialized, becoming physical as it's moving through the bookshelf. First the hand, then the arm. It does look like a bit humanoid in form, although it does feel like it's floating and doesn't really have legs. Did you see any of the Aladdin movies, either the last live iteration of it or the cartoon version of it?
Mm-hmm.
The genie legs?
Okay.
Something like that for the legs, although not blue. Alright, so that's the attack for him. One of them does come out and attack Remy, but since he's not surprised, but he does have an ally right next to Remy, so he can do sneak attack damage. He does have someone next to. Right. Well, that's unnatural 20.
That just means I'll be using my reaction to uncannily dodge.
And audience will be hitting the creature as well.
Well, technically, you're surprised right now.
You don't
Can't
have a
use
reaction.
anything.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on. When you say an unnatural 20, do you mean like on the die or just
No,
total?
total of 20.
Oh no, in which case shield is better.
Okay.
It's, avoiding damage is better than having the damage.
Okay.
What about my held action? Can I use that as a reaction since I was holding an action?
Actually, you would have been able to use it on the monster that. Oh no, you don't have a reaction. That's the problem.
Yeah, because it's a surprise attack.
Okay, so even a held action can't be used as
Because
a
you
reaction.
can't use your reaction.
Yeah, when you're surprised, you can't take reactions,
Okay.
and a held action uses your reaction.
Okay.
It really sucks.
Right, and the attack after that is 14. So, second attack does not hit Remy. Last one, materialize next to Fisher, and he is going to try and attack you, Fisher.
Rude.
You are surprised, so... Come on. What's this? Oh, good. You were nearly unsurprised as you see Tobiashi's monster appearing in front of him and just grabbing him, trying to rake him. And oh, good. You turn around and you see for a moment that flicker of, hey, something's happening. And you just see one hand. As it tries to reach, you didn't notice that the other hand was already in your back. With a total of 31 to hit.
Damn. Yeah, that'll do it.
And since it is a surprise attack, $26 points of slashing damage. However, the second attack is... Oh, the second attack is 22.
No.
It's 22. Do you
Say 21 damage for the first,
Uh,
or was it 20?
uh,
20 something.
yeah, I think it was 26. Hold on, I still have the dice in front of me.
26. Okay.
It's... Yeah, 26. And the second attack is to hit 22.
Yep.
Do you take it? Yeah, that's right. You don't have a reaction. You don't have a choice.
Reaction, so I have
which means it's 11 points of slashing damage. And now we fall into initiative.
Yeah.
With
Remy taking.
Yes,
his turn,
Remy,
and then we fall
sorry.
into initiative.
Yeah, at 8. Go. Sorry, I was trying to move this along faster than it should
Oh yeah,
have.
yeah. No, I understand you. It's like I don't usually like I get an initiative that low.
All right.
Would you mind updating the map
Oh.
just so?
Well, it's not a big update, but
Well, I mean, I think I know what I have to attack, but you know.
well, you are surrounded.
Yeah. It's like it's more. Yeah, the one that everybody is going to be more easily able to get to is going to be that one there. So, actually. Would he move first? Actually, it would probably be a bit better to move first so that audience has better targets.
Yeah, it's kind of a tight space in here.
Remy is going to move to
Well, not really, because between
D9,
All right.
and he's going to attack the one between himself and Toby.
Okay.
He's going to pull out the short sword. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
27 is enough.
Excuse me a moment while I... short sword is a D... Oh yeah, it's just another D6. Like, I had to think a second. Okay. Oops. That's a D20, not the D6. I mean, I'd love to be able to just add a 16 to start, but... that'll be 5, 11, 15, 18, 24, 26, 33 slashing, or piercing, excuse me, short swords. I know what damage type they have.
Is it a magical weapon?
Yeah, it's a short sword plus 2.
Okay. So 32, you said?
30, I think I said 31.
31. All right.
Yeah, 31.
That's... Wow.
I guess I could just add it up again real quick. No, excuse me, 33.
33.
The short sword plus 2.
All right. Ah. All right. Well, you turn around and you slash into it, and you feel the weight of your weapon. It goes through, and you even see a reaction from that half-spectral being, just going... It's the same thing as saying it's injured.
I guess honestly, since no, that's not really like useful in this scenario. Like, yeah, that's Ramy's turn.
All right. So then now we go to the top of the initiative, and it is audience.
All right.
Audience gonna start by taking out his flashlight. Oh.
Audience is gonna move up one step to E8.
Okay.
E8.
Haha.
Get that sweet, sweet flanking bonus.
This is a strange place to be because Audience and Remy both have flanking advantage on the one that's E8, E9, but soon they're going to have advantage on attacking Audience also.
Okay, well, I'm attacking E9, the one at E9.
All right, go ahead.
It's a fight for all.
We're just gonna fist it out.
Everyone's gonna have.
I haven't tried
advantage.
fisting in a library.
It better be quiet.
No, it's the ghost. It's gonna be exactly the same as the first Ghostbusters. You're gonna start and you're gonna see the ghost going, shh.
Okay. Okay, I assume
Oh.
28.
Is enough to hit.
Actually, no, 30. 20. It was 29 and 30 were my two attacks.
It's enough, both.
Okay. I don't think these are fiends or undead, so I was using my steel glass blade
Okay.
from everything I talked to the guy about. So we're just hitting 15 damage, and then 14 damage. So I hit for 29 damage on both my attacks in total.
Okay. Hit it twice. It slightly recedes as it's looking at you. It hits hard. You felt the weight of your weapon. Alright. Audience, would you like to do something else?
Nope, that's all I'm going to do.
I was hoping you'd say you wanted to dance, but it's okay. Alright. And then it falls to them. Alright, well, this one doesn't like what just happened, so its shape suddenly starts becoming very translucent, and it just recedes back into the library, to the library bookshelf, with a long, drawn-out disappears. The two others, however, go at Audience from both sides.
Oh no, Audience is getting penetrated from both ends.
No, the question is: are they two ghosts which are gonna make Remy jealous, or Audience envious?
So I'm guessing we don't get attack of opportunity on it.
No, because the first, well, there is a possibility, but as it loses its shape, you can try to attack it, but it's the same thing as becoming ethereal. So
Okay.
unless you
I
have a
think
weapon,
we're the one that was moving by Fisher. I think he was asking, because one has to move by Fisher to get to me.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, no. In that case, Fisher, you do get an attack of opportunity if you want on the one that's moving away from you and attacking Audience.
Sweet. I will do that. That is gonna be 23 to hit.
That is enough.
For my other D6. 14 slashing
well.
damage.
14. right. As you slash it as it's moving across you. It hasn't been taken too low. It's not gonna react to this. It's gonna attack the one that attacked their companion. Alright. They do have sneak attack. Audience is flanked, meaning it's going to be a sneak attack. Oh! Natural 20.
An
Anyone
audience?
want to sell? Anyone not want to sell rebarbs? That one.
I just used my reaction on an opportunity attack, so
It's like Raimi will use his reaction to silvery barbs it because double sneak attack damage is great on the player side, but not so much on.
There was a moment, Remy, where you saw that the one guy arriving in audience's back was completely unnoticed by audience, raising its hand, and you just transforming.
I like to think he throws glitter in his face.
All right, transforming
Magical glitter.
a natural 20 into a 22.
That would hit.
That would hit, but at least it's not a critical hit.
And Raimi will give the advantage to audience because he might need it in a
Alright.
second.
Well, at least it wouldn't have been a very, very extremely painful critical hit. This would still have been a critical hit, but so it's 20 points of slashing damage as the first one attacks you. The second one 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Damn, almost hits harder than the other one. 11 points of slashing damage. And then the one in front of you. Damn. 29 to hit.
Yep.
And 29 to hit. Alright. Audience gets torn to bits by those two monsters. Which means a 10, 15... Grand total of another 21 points of slashing damage as they just start wailing on you, audience. And that's their turn. Which means we go to Tobiyashi.
All right. So I'm not liking how this is feeling.
Well, one already retreated, so... And it looked pretty severely damaged. So they don't look... It doesn't look like they have a lot of hit point. It's mostly that sneak attack that they have that's dangerous.
We don't have... we don't have ambush unless I go to C8, right?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're a rogue, you would... Yeah.
Well, I mean, not
it needs to
ambush,
be a
but
triangle.
yeah, the triangle.
flanking.
I think he means
flanking,
the triangle
flanking.
formation.
Yeah, the triangle.
A triangle. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So the one that's next to you has suffered one hit from Fisher.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take the hit and get advantage on this guy over here. So I'm going to move to C8.
Okay. Does Remy let Tobiyashi pass him?
He does
Okay.
let him if he wants to.
Yeah.
Though, doesn't that mean that the other one's taking an
Yeah.
opportunity?
Yeah, he's
attack?
gonna. That's why I said I'm gonna take the hit.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Usually I've started giving the bonus to hit of monsters so that it fits with what I roll. For the last 2 battles, I've been rolling higher than 10 to hit all of you. It feels weird. I'm always hitting you now.
Luck is turning around.
12.
Honestly, I think that's more of an indication that going based off your rolls
I
is
must-
probably not the best balancing mechanic.
Yeah, well. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. 12 points of slashing damage as Tobiashi moves past the other ghost. Oh, Tobiashi is starting to bleed, I think.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm starting to bleed. I'm gooping all over the place.
Yeah.
I get a little bit on Remy as I walk past him. It's sweet. Don't worry about it. It washes right out. All right.
Oh, great. Spilling his fluids all over Raimi in the library.
Since I saw the other one retreat after only Remy attacked it, I'm pretty sure.
But it's okay. It protects against scurvy.
I am going to attack twice
Go ahead.
with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time Remy has ever found himself in that circumstance. If you suck Tobiashi, you get protected against scurvy.
Okay, so one is a natural 20, and the other one is 21.
Both hits.
Okay. So for the first one, it is... Yeah, I used my meteor hammer. Sorry, I'm trying to do that. Okay, 1d6 plus 6 twice. 6 plus 6, okay. So 9 plus 9. I'm so bad at math.
18.
18? Okay, so 18 for the first one, which is a critical one. And then for the second one, I'll just roll it on here. 9 points of damage. And then I am going to do... what is it called? Fury of Blows. Sorry.
Okay.
Do another 2 hits. Advantage. This is with my fist, so... that is... 15 for the first one.
Damage or to hit?
To hit.
To hit, that's not enough.
That's not enough? Okay.
Yeah.
And then 21 to hit for the second one.
21 is enough.
Okay. Oh my god, that almost landed wrong. 8 points of damage. And then I want to do it again. Why not? I will action surge and hit twice again.
Let's do it again.
That is 18 for the first one,
18.
and then 19 for the second one.
Both hits.
First one is max damage with his 9, and then 7. Used 1 key point already. And then I'm going to use one of my key points to do... Sorry.
Stunning strike. Your
No.
weird mark thingy.
I was either doing that or tactile insight to see what takes him down. I'll do combat insightfulness.
Okay.
So I receive a +1 to hit the target, a +1 AC against the target, and a +1 dexterity on saving throws against the target. Can be active at a time. The mark fades away if the target dies or the first owner falls unconscious.
Okay.
I could see where they go, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Okay.
End of my turn.
Okay. Which means we go down to Fisher.
Okay, so I am going to move to the E9, and we're just gonna pile on this dude that everybody's surrounding.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the one at D8
Yep.
with
okay.
Great Weapon Master. What? Oh, you're talking to your cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was playing with the cords of my PC. Hey, don't make that move.
Yeah,
I swear.
like, what? Why? We're gonna make this a booming blade. That is gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 is enough.
Good thing that had
They're not
advantage.
that hard to hit.
23 slashing damage. And 8 thunder damage. Let's go.
Alright. It takes that damage and it just goes limp, floating like this. It's technically unconscious.
Unconscious.
Is this,
You know, as unconscious as a
we
ghost
can't,
can get.
like, kill them, right?
Well,
And we could only knock them out? Or...
being an undead, it most likely follows the same rules as the others. So it is
okay.
unconscious right now, but it's going to regenerate when its turn comes back. And
Okay.
since no damage was fire, acid, radiant, or critical.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a surefire way to do critical damage.
Not if I roll 2 2s.
If you hit.
An 8 wouldn't hit, would it?
No.
Okay.
That's interesting. You know, you're trying to hit an unconscious creature and you just fail twice. Probably you saw this happening and you were afraid to hit audience or Remy, so you tried to do a upward slash and you found yourself sticking your sword inside of the bookshelf behind you. It just went. Damn!
Fight at your close quarters. That was embarrassing. I'm gonna action surge. And not roll 2 2s. There we go. That is a 20 to hit.
That's enough.
And I believe because it's unconscious, it's a crit.
Yes.
That's... Oh, hello. Oh! I just rolled 3 6s. 20 plus 22 plus 17 is 39
Okay.
slashing damage.
He's just
That is a critical.
wailing on it. Oh yeah. Which is a critical hit, which means that does stick.
And then I will try and finish it off, I guess, if I can with my last attack. That'll be a 17 to hit.
That is not enough.
Oh, balls. You said these things weren't that hard to hit.
Well, you have enough information to deduce what's their AC.
Okay. That's awkward.
It's not their fault. It's you just keep hitting the bookshelf behind you. It's because Audience and Remy are just beside you, so you can't do a horizontal strike. You can only do vertical strike. That's the problem.
I like books. I'm trying not to hit the bugs, but they're just everywhere, and it's making it hard.
Yeah. Well,
You know what? You're like you're like playing Link in Skyward Sword. You know, like messing around with the Wiimote, trying to do the vertical strike.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Well, it's severely damaged, injured, unconscious. For some reason, able to prevent itself from being obliterated. Alright, so Fisher was with a 12, which means we go down to Remy as the last one. You can try and finish what Fisher should have been able to finish, or you can try to go to the other one.
These things act after Audience, right? Am I remembering that correctly in the initiative?
Yeah, right after Audience.
Yes.
All right. Raimi is going to have confidence at least in Audience to potentially finish off the unconscious one.
You show
Raimi can at least...
you show your faith in Audience as you turn around and try to go at the other one. I believe in
But
you.
it's like, look, if Raimi can damage this other one enough, then once Audience has cleaned up the other one, it's like then Raimi doesn't have to worry about getting a retaliatory strike from the one that is unconscious when it gets back up.
Oh my god. Oh wait, no, we already had it. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay.
So anyway. All right. It's gonna be... Okay, another 27.
That's enough to hit. So you're moving past Fisher?
Huh?
You're moving past Fisher to attack the one behind Audience?
Oh wait, sorry. I'm confused. Which is the one that's unconscious?
The one that's right in front of you.
The one at D8.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're sorry. Then yeah, you're correct. Sorry, I thought it was the other one for some reason.
Yeah.
No. In which case, Raimi would first pass by Fisher to move to. Well, first
F9.
bonus action disengage. Oh no, duh. I'm conscious. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, again, even as it's been explained to me, my brain still wanted to flip them. To G8.
Yep, G8. Okay.
I'm not liking that big pink M.
Sorry, my apologies there. Oh, you know what I've been forgetting? Even though I'm pretty sure they're resistant to it, I might as well get the extra damage off of it.
Okay.
Booming Blade. I mean, most ghosts are resistant to thunder damage, but... Oh yeah, that means I should get my D8. Okay. So that'll be 4, 9, 12, 17, 22, 26. Okay. 33 again, but with 5 thunder damage, which I'm assuming gets reduced to 2.
Okay.
I'm making assumptions. You can prove me wrong, but
Oh, it's a pretty good hit. You managed to get a reaction out of it. It's not dead again, but it's definitely injured.
oh, you know what? I guess I could try to bait it. I'll still use my bonus action to disengage and move to H8.
Okay. Which means that's the end of Remy's turn.
Yep.
We go back to top of the initiative with audience.
All right. I'm going to first hit the one that's knocked out.
Go ahead. Make my day.
With a 26.
That's enough?
It's an automatic crit, so I'll use one level 1 Divine Smite just to guarantee that. So that we get 20. And 32. So 52 damage.
Jeez Louise. It was already at minus 59. So you just strike it with everything you have with your weapon, and because you just added that little of radiant damage, you're just seeing disappear in a flash of light.
Man, I didn't even use my mace. It's still disappearing. And then I'll attack the other one. Even though I should be using my mace, because they apparently are undead. I thought they weren't. But it's okay. That's another 26 to hit. I'll use another level 1.
Jesus.
It becomes... Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, that's a 11.
Wait, you're not using your baton?
No, I wasn't. 10, so 21 damage.
Alright, it takes the hit and becomes unconscious and just floating in the air. Alright, that's audience. Which means their turn comes back, and this one doesn't want to die again. It becomes ethered and disappear in one of the bookshelves. It regains its strength because not all of the damage was radiant, acid, or fire, or critical. So it disappears. We can stop the music.
All right. Let's finish getting the books in this area now that we have some time.
So you want to fall into a complete being very, very meticulous about your research? Is that it?
Yeah, because I think he said there was going to be some time between So I think we have some time now, so we can
Ooh.
meticulously search this this one.
Before that, I'd like the second wind.
So, looking around, nothing's there. You know that two of them escaped. One of them was completely obliterated.
What do
Now
I
we can
have
go back
to-
to
Damn it.
this view. All right. All right.
While we're looking around, I'll look for my pendant as well, just in case it brings me to something important. Takes me to another book with another one in it now.
What would you consider to be a prize right now? Finding book on the mist or finding book about dragons?
Shit. Finding book about dragons.
Okay.
It knows what I really want, not what I'm trying to do for the group.
Nice.
All right. So you have a moment there when you start looking on yourself and looking where it could usually be, and you don't see your pendant right now. Make a perception roll. See if you see it around you.
$20. 13 plus 7.
Okay.
No, wait. I did that wrong. 16. I accidentally read medicine.
Well, you've been injured.
Like, should I really be looking for this? I need to. No.
All right. So you start looking for your pendant. Okay. While audience Remy and Fisher are looking for books, so audience Remy and Fisher, make your investigation roll.
Oh, let's go. That is a natural 20 for 28.
Okay. Audience,
I'm adding my 6.
you find a picture book.
Since this is pretty important, Ramy's just going to continue using the power of his lantern, because I'm assuming a time is passing,
Yeah.
every time we make these rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently, I mean, don't get me wrong, the dice like my second favorite number. It's because I keep getting a 16 on the die. So that'll be 27.
Bad, not bad.
Well, I'm definitely taking the 16 instead of the 1. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. I probably would do the same thing.
nobody begs for failure.
Well, you'd be surprised. There are some people that are anyway.
Oh, sorry. I guess in D&D terms, there are situations where you want to fail.
Yeah. All right, so you spend a little bit more time looking thoroughly through books. trying to figure out, just going, okay, we're good for a few moments at least. Let's try and do the most of this and with this, and let's try and find something interesting. So keep looking through books, and you find another few books that might be promising, which you promptly shove inside of audiences. Dimensional storage. Tobiashi, you look around, and as you see everyone just doing their thing and finding the books they want to find, you notice that the pendant is right next to Audience's foot, that he's perusing through that book with a whole lot of very beautiful, interesting, educative pictures.
So it's on his foot or by his foot?
Right next to his foot. It's dangling off a book. It's a really thick book.
I guess I would try to sleight of hand it so that he doesn't notice with the pendant on it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Which one do I roll? Do that one. Sleight of hand? Where is it at? Okay. I have an okay sleight of hand. 19.
Okay. Well, you obviously beat Audience's passive perception. However, you do not beat Remy's passive perception, which means that Remy, you do notice Tobiashi trying to be very sneaky about taking a book that's right next to Audience's ankle.
You see me just quickly put it into my waistband.
Your waistband?
I guess I have silk on, so.
And then Tobiashi starts walking awkwardly for the rest of the day.
I'll try to sneakily put it in my bag then, and then start looking around for books about the mist.
Well, incidentally, if Remy looks in the area where he grabbed the book, what seems to be like the general subject matter? Since I'm assuming I wouldn't necessarily have been able to see the book title that he grabbed.
No. You didn't manage to see it in time. You just noticed that he was obviously trying to take a book without Audience noticing it. It's a section.
Yeah, like I said, like what the books around it seem to be about.
It's all about history, and it talks about the mixing of draconic bloodline.
Okay. So Remy, at the very least, knows that Tobiashi seems to be more focused on dragon stuff.
Which is not a bad thing, It's good for his education, dragons. It's just not what everyone else is doing.
Remy is going to let it go for now, but this is another one of those. Ramy's going to have a conversation, ? With a party member later.
All right.
I'll start looking
Continuing
for
the
stuff
trend
that we're all
of Ramy
for.
being the most social member of the group.
And Terry being the most charismatic member of the group. All right. So.
All right, I'll start helping them now.
Okay.
Instantly look at the book the Audience has. Is Is that about the mist?
Well, it's mist adjacent. It's
Oh no,
talking
that's what I
about
ask audience.
it's talking about air elementals
Ah,
and things from the realm of air elementals. Audience seems to be fixated on one page in particular, where it's talking about an aerial sovereign. Something called Lady of the Mist. All right, so you keep on going through this section and taking your time to find the best book that you can. You just keep on going and go to a different section once you are satisfied with what you are with what you have. Once again, you arrive in this new section, and the ambiance doesn't really change. It's burning shelves, book being consumed, but being stuck in the moment of consumption, not actually being destroyed. So you keep on looking. You hear in the distance the sounds of the small ghosts that you attack not so long ago. You think you see in the distance small flickering lights moving through the bookshelves, but you have a bit of time before they get there. So what type of roll do you do? A really glancing roll, trying to take whatever you can as quickly as you can, at least go through the book a little bit, or take your time to really, really dig in? Hello, is my microphone on?
I'm not sure what I want to do. Wow. I put it in my bag.
It's really just to make sure that you have a.
So we are certain these are undead, right?
You're mostly sure, yeah.
If I hear them, no, I'm on the wrong page. I'd like to do something that we haven't been able to do yet, and I feel like this might be a good time, but I have to go because I didn't put it in my bag. 1 second. Everyone could decide what they want to do. It will be on the side while I'm looking through my bag.
So what type of search are you doing for this section? I sort of need an answer.
I'm
Audience,
waiting for
Remy?
someone who's reading the books to give an answer. That's
You're
not me
asking
reading my
everyone?
picture
I thought
book.
you were specifically asking Toby.
Oh no,
because
you're all
I
doing.
said that
like,
I said I was looking through my bag, and I'm gonna let everybody else decide what they want to do first.
Because you're all searching for the books. Mainly, what's happening is that you're doing investigation roll in every section, and I'm taking note of what you're finding and the type of research that you're doing. Depending on what you choose, the number needed to have something interesting change. So if you're doing a very glancing search, what you're essentially doing is just looking at the title of the books and maybe just 1 or 2 page to be sure that it's talking about what you can, and you're just shoving it in audience's space. If you're taking the time to make sure, the number that you need, the total number that you need, is not as high but you're not going through as many books. But there's a greater chance of finding a book that's really useful. Or if you really take the time and take a book, go through many of the pages, make sure that it is, then the number you need is very low, but you're really not going through a lot of books.
Mm-hmm. Let's just go fast.
I swear he had one in his inventory.
Yeah, we're
Didn't he make
like,
one?
frankly, we're not in a situation where we have to worry about, like, say, the weight of
Yeah.
the books we get. We have a bit of a luxury of just like
If it's interesting, huck it. Just grab it, and we can see if
Okay.
it's
I was
worth it.
gonna see. Didn't Jorg make an incense,
I believe
What?
he did.
an undead thing? It's an incense that keeps like the undead away.
I believe he did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not in his inventory, so that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
I think he only made one or two. I don't know how many he made though.
if I remember correctly, he made 3 uses worth of incense.
Okay. I don't know how they work exactly, but I would see if that would help us look longer.
Hold on.
But since if I see everyone trying to like hurry, then I'll hurry with them.
Spell point. Here we go. Herbal brew, is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right. Insect, spell, fear, fatigue, invisibility, counter poison, disease, undead repellent. So, I'll take 10 minutes to burn, but it's possible to make it count bigger. Will last 20 minutes or even 30 minutes. All right. Well, the thing is, it's only going to help you for one section, so one roll, because incense doesn't last 5 hours. Since he made only 2 uses, you have essentially for 20 minutes of repellent.
Okay. I'll suggest it to the group if we have a section we really want to look at.
I think we should save it for something else.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hurry then.
All right. Make your wait. Yeah.
I will say, perhaps a bit selfishly, like as like Raimi is like going through the library with the party, he might actually keep an eye on if they pass by any sections in relation to Kenku.
Okay. Interested to know about your race in other worlds?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, there's only so much information about them, even in his own world, because there aren't really that many wandering around.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Maybe there was one. Maybe there was like a one that actually like figured something out, or
Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right. So each one of you make your rolls.
Investigation, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my coin,
I got a 10.
so I don't use that nat one.
I got a 9.
That's a 21.
Just 23 this time.
How much did you roll on the dice?
Like on the die itself.
Yeah, pure dice.
12.
Okay. Because I'm using your dice roll to see if you notice something about Kenkyu.
Okay.
All right. You go through this section and shove as many books as you can inside of audience's dimensional space. You sort of have that moment as you're shoving as many books as you can in there that you hear stuff starting to fall down. Because if you remember, you also put inside as much of the undead dragon that you found inside of
That
there.
is correct.
So yeah, it's
At least it's not gushy because it's undead. So that's the important part.
yeah. Still, it's starting to be messy in there, but hey, that's okay. At least nothing is cold in there, so. It's probably gonna take a few hours to go through it all when you decide to search through your own research when you get out. But hey, like audience keeps saying, that's a future audience thing. So
That's a future audience problem.
you go.
Well, actually, honestly, it's probably a future rainy problem because
No, I'm sure audience is gonna want to look through them. You just found a book with really nice pictures. He's gonna want to find it again inside of the book pile.
yeah, but he also might get frustrated while he's looking. It's just like, Raimi, can you find this book? It's like it had like this really cool picture.
Yeah.
The one with the big tits. And just like
Made out of air. Oh, good lord. All right, so you move to another section, and as you start going through the books, you once again hear those distant moaning, but just as you're about to roll your dice to find something inside of the bookshelves, audience, you are just about to grab a book and your hand is being met by another hand, another ghost. Suddenly they start coming out of the bookshelf, and once again it is a surprise attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they... Oh, one of them... Oh, that's probably the one that's reaching out to you, audience. That one didn't do too well on its sneak attack roll. Not sneak attack, just stealth. Alright, so let's put you somewhere else, because I only had time to do one library. So let's... Yeah, Fisher is looking to book here. Tobiashi.
I mean, obviously, the greatest sin is reusing a map for a very similar location. God forbid.
Yeah. Unplanned.
So disgusting.
All right. So,
Excuse me a minute while I briefly log into my Roll20 and do some things real quick. Don't mind me.
It just rotates the map.
It's totally different now.
Absolutely. No.
It's like now the bookshelves run horizontally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, can I do this transformation? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh yes, actually, I think I can. That could be interesting. It's rotation, which means it would be 90 degrees. Oops. Okay, well that's
works.
Yeah. Because you didn't see the render, the initial render. But yeah. It works. All right, you're gonna put Tobiyashi here. Here, this time audience is going to be here, and Fisher is going to be here. So this is what the battleground looks like when this happens. You see, completely different battle map. You're completely not oriented in the same direction. It's absolutely different. Mm-hmm. All right, so audience, the one reaching out for you,
perfect.
Doesn't actually manage to go over your passive perception. So you don't get surprised by the one that's appearing in front of you, but the other ones do manage to surprise whomever they are going to be against. So actually, no, once again, Remy is not surprised by them. But Tobiyashi...
You never see him coming.
Tobiyashi, one of them you don't see coming. Alright, so this is how they come out. This one comes out here, this one comes out here, and this one comes out here. So, audience. Well, I'm going to keep the same initiative roll because it's going to be a whole lot of... It could have a whole lot of small combat sequence. So instead of making you roll... Unless you'd like to re-roll every time. So I think some of you might want to re-roll, but not everyone because... Audience had a pretty good roll for the first one.
I'll keep my 20.
All right, so no one re-rolls. Ah! But I'm gonna re-roll the monsters just because it's a different set of monsters. So monsters this time are gonna have this initiative, and usually we go on break right now. So maybe we should go on the break before the fight starts. And
yeah, we might as well do it now.
All right. Which means it's not combat music, it's marsh music. Yay. If Valenvy's still there right now, she's going to be happy. Alright, so I'm gonna take a 15-minute break. Make sure you go to the bathroom, do whatever you want, need, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, we're back. Hey, we have Tobiyashi. We're only missing audience. No, audience is the one that fell asleep, I think. Let's change to something a little bit more combat-y. Yeah, just have that in background. So. Alright. So that's awkward because it's audience that's on top of the initiative.
Unbelievable. Tips.
Yeah. Aha! Audience!
What's up?
You're the one on top of the initiative. What are you doing?
Swinging.
Go ahead.
But this time with my mace, because I now know they're undead.
Okay.
And I know they're undead because when I hit them, my Divine Smite seemed to do slightly more damage with my other weapon, and I went, oh, they are undead.
Okay.
Or in-game terms of me knowing how they're undead. So I'm going to use my mace. And I'm not getting advantage, so that's gonna miss. The next attack is a nat 20 though.
Well, that's
There you
going
go.
So
to
that's
hit.
gonna hit. And you know what? I'll just use a level 3 Divine Smite, because why not? Because I want to. Because I got a nat 20.
You just want to be able to say, "Oh, I did that many damage. It's my new record."
Listen. That's 13.
You are aware we don't have achievements here. It's
Yes, we do. 13, plus 12. I'm going to tell you it's not. 23, 25, plus... Not bad there. 26 doubled is... what was it? 13 plus 12 already, so it was 13 plus 12, so that was 25. Plus 52, so 77 damage.
Yay!
Say 77 damage?
Yeah,
How much is that in radiant?
most of it. I think 12 of it was not.
Okay. Well, I think that one is. Oh yeah, and it's got a roll. So
Yeah, it does have to roll. Has to beat a 15.
13.
Okay, well, it's just gone.
It just disappears. Like
It should not have touched me. I don't like to be touched. It did not ask permission.
Oh, no, please, no. Don't start with this. It's Dungeons and Dragon. You know, when monster attack you, they don't need consent. It's the reason
Well,
why.
obviously it did, because it just died.
Well, it didn't consent to dying. Did you think about that? Okay. So, which means we go down to the monsters, because the monster can attack. Remy is not surprised. But he still gets attacked. And the others attack. Alright, so the one attacking Tobiyashi. Oh, come on, we're starting again with the numbers below 10. Alright, so Tobiyashi. $17, I believe, is not enough.
Doesn't hit, nope.
Alright, and the first one was even lower, so that's not a hit. We go to Fisher with 21 and 25.
Those are to hit. Right.
Yes.
It's 25.
You're surprised.
I will shield.
You're surprised.
Right. Never mind. The 21 misses though.
Okay, so. Alright. Sneak attack! $24 points of slashing damage is the one that just appears in front of you, just starts wailing on you.
Ouch.
Yeah. Remy sees it arriving, so it's not with advantage. So 21 and 24. And you do have your reaction.
Yep, so the shields go up. Give our power to the main deflector dish.
I don't know how long I can maintain the shields, but it's holding for now. Alright. And Tobiashi rolled too low for the attack, so he didn't get it. Alright. Which means we go to Remy. Oh. Tobiashi has one right next to him.
Did I accidentally... Okay, so I did accidentally put it on pause. For some reason, it's just like I kept like looking over at the map, just like, when is the map going to show up? Just like, oh. Okay, turns out I accidentally paused it. Whoopsies. Yeah, which case? Actually, sorry, help me out here.
Yes.
I can't figure out where I am.
Yeah, that's right. You have.
Oh wait, there I am.
You have the unturned version of the score. Right now you're at N10. Yeah. Would it be easier if I used?
No. I see myself now. It's just like, it's just like I was just like looking around, just like, where the hell am I? It's like, oh, okay, there I am.
See, new map.
Which case, honestly, Remy's options here are kind of limited. So yeah, I think he's just going to simply steady aim and stab the ghost next to himself.
Okay. You take a moment, you just look at him.
Okay, advantage didn't really help there. But that is a 21 to hit.
It's enough?
I rolled 2 10s.
Well, it's enough, so nothing else can be said about this. I think I'm gonna make a monster that's very similar to the Toneberry, one of the most insidious version of it. You know, I'm gonna go back on past episode, and I'm gonna watch every fight, and I'm gonna count how many monsters you all killed. And that's going to determine the damage he does.
No, thank you.
Well, it's going to be one combat where Tobiashi is mostly safe, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's scaled off how many you've killed personally, I think Toby can't even take damage.
Hey, if it keeps me alive, I'm fine with that. Just watching everyone die, I'm like, hey, this is nice.
Toby, this is your fight. Watch you go solo it. It can't hurt you.
Blow for blow.
32 piercing and 2 thunder.
And 2 thunder. Alright. Which means... Alright. Well, the one you just attacked, and once again, it complains because it's injured. Alright. Can't do much more.
Such a whiner.
Yeah, always.
Remy can't do anything else, so.
Alright. Something weird. Ah! Did something just crawl up my nose? Ugh. Okay. Top of the initiative with audience.
All right. Who's still alive? I'll go over towards the one towards Raimi and hit that one. Uh, 20 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also, because he just did a bunch of damage. And then 1 divided by 3d8. Plus 6 is 25 damage
Okay.
on the first attack. Is it below 25 HP yet?
Oh,
Or
yes.
no?
It's wisdom save, is that it?
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
Kaboom.
And then how much movement was that for me? That was 10?
Yeah.
So 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, no, I don't even. I could just go 25 and actually flank it. So I'll walk over to the other monster in front of Fisher.
Okay.
Use my second attack.
Womp womp.
With a 24. Well, I'm flanking it, so I get advantage. So that's a 24 to hit.
That's enough.
And then we will 7 plus 6. Andre, have you hit this one yet or no?
No, I haven't gone yet.
Okay. Well, there's a level 2 divine smite on this one. What I roll? 13, 20, 27 damage.
Okay.
Alright, that was my turn.
All right. Which means that's audience 20. The next one is Tobiyashi, 14.
Let's go. All right, it's gonna be pretty standard. I'm gonna take out my long sword, making my sword whip into a long sword.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens here. I'm going to attack it twice.
Go ahead.
Where am I? Okay. Yeah, the one right in front of me. Okay. 24 for the first one.
Enough to hit.
21 for the second one. 12 plus 9.
Enough to hit.
Okay. And then I am going to roll that damage. For the first one, 12 points of damage. And for the second one, 8 points of damage. Which I'm probably guessing is halved.
Because
It's pointy, sharp. Oh, wait, no. Audience has been doing full damage. Never mind.
yeah, no, I
Um,
am pretty sure your sword is a magical sword, and you're
Yeah,
not
it is.
you're not doing radiant damage, so no. it's
I
not.
am going to do a Fury of Blows and attack twice.
Okay.
Alright, so one is a natural 20, and the other one is a 6. So 6,
6 is not enough to hit.
7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15.
15 is not enough to hit.
Okay. So that is, it's an unarmed strike, so it'll be fine. 10 points of damage of bludgeoning, and then I am going to so that one that I hit, everyone has advantage on him until the end of my next turn. And then I am going to use another key point to try to stunning strike it.
Okay.
A Constitution saving throw of 15. It has to be.
15. 4.
4. Okay, it's stunned.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
You stunned the ghost.
Like, no. I can flavor this. It's just like he uses his key energy to tap into the natural energy still remaining in the ghost and disrupting it.
And then I will to use that. I'll walk over to N5.
All right. Now it is flanked. You have advantage if you attack.
I can attack. If I could, I would.
Oh.
Don't have another bonus action.
Oh. That's okay. Audience will
I don't know. Have you used Action Surge yet?
Yes. We didn't have a short rest. I used it the last one. Last battle.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did indeed use it.
He didn't want to feel ashamed, so he used it.
Yeah.
Just like Fisher. He didn't want to feel ashamed.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Kobayashi, here you go. Fisher, 12.
I'm gonna use this nice advantage that Toby just so graciously gave me, and smack the dude right in front of me. And I is this the guy audience smacked for like 70?
No, he stopped existing,
okay.
that one.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to use Green Flame Blade. So that we
And
can
hit
add some fire.
Tobayashi with it.
Oh, fuck.
It says can.
I know.
Can. Positively. That will be, a 26 to hit.
That's enough.
Or... Oh, hello, Max. 12 plus 7 is 13 slashing damage. No. 19 slashing damage. And 7 fire damage. Damn. I rolled 1 off max damage for that hit. And then I'll use my bonus action war magic attack. And that'll be a... Oh, I didn't say I was gonna Railroad Master. Dang it. 29 to hit.
That's enough to hit.
For... Oh, well, and then I roll 2 1s to even it out. 9.
9. Okay, well that's okay. With your 2 attacks together, it's enough to make it unconscious.
Nice.
I can't help but to think that you're attacking a monster that's supposed to be able to slime you, but it actually feels that Andre is the one who's sliming something. So
Got him. What? Toby's the one slamming people.
Well, in game. That's why I said Andre, not Fisher.
Ah, yes. But yeah, Fisher is very lucky to be immune to diseases. I am very much not.
Well, audience is also, paladin.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's gonna be quick because it's the monster, and the monster is currently stunned, which means then we go to Remy.
So, well, just to be clear, like Tobiyashi just left sitting the one that was stunned, right?
Yep.
You
Well,
also have
then-
advantage because of my critical crusher thing.
Yeah. And it's just like, fuck it. It's like Remy will lightly put down his his short sword, take out his bow, and just fire at the stunned one.
It's just there because it received the stunning strike in the balls.
The die rolls are getting lower.
Poor Ghost. If he got a stunning strike in the balls with a long sword, I can empathize with it. I also got hit with a long sword in the balls once.
Ooh.
That's very unfortunate.
Well, I was fortunate in the sense that it wasn't a sharp sword, but other than that,
I forget. Doesn't 18 still hit these things?
yes.
I actually forgot what the roll was. We determined was their AC, but hasn't been too relevant.
So you think
Yeah.
the monsters are irrelevant? That's okay. I can increase their numbers.
You know what I meant, Draken.
No. That's okay. That's okay.
Like, look, you'll get to have your day when, toward the end of the campaign where we might get to fight a dragon. An older dragon, I should say. Since we have actually fought dragons. Or at least dragonoids.
Well, so far,
Maybe that's what I should be saying.
What dragon will we fight towards the end of the campaign? Thought we were going to befriend the dragons.
well,
It's like-
we're not sure. We're either going to fight a god dragon or audience dragon.
Yeah. Interesting that those are separate things. I could have swore that.
It's 32 piercing for the ghost.
Ah, so close, yet so far. It's not dead.
The joke is if we end up fighting B at the end, I'm just gonna switch to playing my rival character for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Who knows? Maybe that's what's gonna happen. If audience, that's interesting. I admit that's interesting. If audience doesn't turn on his god, eventually you are going to have to kill him. So Sam is gonna start playing the rival. So one way or the other, you have something to play with until the end of the campaign. You just might change color and sex.
Either you die a hero or you'll live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, now I'm happy no matter what happens. All right. So
Yeah, that's the end of Radium's turn, by the way.
Okay. Remy, it means we go back to the top of the initiative with audience.
Is there anyone still alive?
Yes.
All right, let's make sure that that's not true anymore.
You saw
in suspended animation, so
you just saw Remy firing on something, so
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and hit it.
okay.
With a 22 to hit.
That's enough.
And this is with a crit, right? Yeah, that's a crit. So
Oh,
that's gonna be 20.
that hurts.
I don't even know if I need to honestly roll my. Yeah, I probably don't. 22. Even without a divine smite, that's 42 damage.
Okay. I'll roll to see if it gets disintegrated.
Okay.
4. I think it is disintegrated.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nothing's alive anymore.
Nothing's alive again.
No witnesses.
Not bad, not bad.
Alright.
Yeah, Mason Disruption, pretty solid weapon.
Against
What?
all undead, yeah. Pretty good one. Oh,
Would it be so sad when we finally get back to our realm and not every single enemy we find is undead?
That is going to be tragic.
oh, this camera is weird. Alright. Why is it always doing this? It keeps modifying the value. I keep putting the 90 for the... And it goes back to 160. Here you go. Tobiashi now is better. Alright. So, once again, you have a moment of peace as you hear rumbling in the distance. The library is mostly quiet once the fight stops. And that's part of the unsettling elements of it. Because it really feels like you are in the moment before everything explodes. But for now, everything is quiet. In the distance, you can see shimmering lights moving through the bookshelves, letting you know that more and more of them are noticing you every single time that you roll. All right. Make your investigation roll to see what kind of books you put inside of the dimensional storage. Tobiashi, once again, the question is, are you putting your attention toward mist-oriented things or dragon-oriented things?
I'll help them.
Okay.
and
Oh, we're still keeping the same rolls, right?
No, that was just for initiative. You're making an investigation roll.
And
Well,
Rainey
exact
will
same
still
thing.
be keeping an eye on his side project, but it is a side project.
Investigation.
13 plus 1,
So I'm
14.
getting a 21 again.
Ooh. Audience got a good roll for him this time. That's a 16.
Nice.
17 minus 1.
For once, audience doesn't spend his time looking at picture books.
It's like Raimi on the die gets an 18, but
Okay.
in total is a 29.
Okay.
Once again, using my lantern for assistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Not like most of his spells will apply to these encounters, unless he is going to see if he can get a ghost to laugh.
Yeah.
That might be different. Who knows? Are you sure you want to try and make a ghost laugh in a library? In a haunted library? Maybe you're gonna draw something out. The librarian.
Oh no.
Alright. You move on from this section and move to another section. Ah, damn, I'm gonna have to rotate the battle map again. I mean, I'm gonna have to use a different battle map.
Now it's diagonal.
That would be weird. Oh.
Wait, I got it. Invert it. Just flip it. It's a different map now.
Oh, good lord.
Genius.
You know, it's just like your underwear. You can wear it 4 days in a row. Forwards, backwards, inside, around.
Okay. Here we go. So that's gonna be for the next one.
He rotated it again.
Yeah.
How many sections? How many sections do we have left?
Oh, there is a grand total of more than 30 sections, so you can try and do this for a very long time. It's just that every time you draw monsters, you draw more and more attentions, or more and more of them are gonna keep coming. So there's going to be a point where you're gonna have to choose between keep going or be completely overwhelmed by waves of monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice the description I've been giving, there's been sound brewing in the distance more and more. So something else
We
is
should
also
probably
happening.
look for a more important section instead of just keep going straight through them.
What if we just do the thing where I just open my dimensional space and we run with it and we just like throw in books?
Please
That's a lot of books.
The dimensional space doesn't move when you move.
Oh. Damn it.
Well, also just like every part of like my book owning self would just scream about doing that. I have to get on to my elementary kids about treating their books with respect.
Listen, I'm the person who already pissed off a wizard by drawing in a book. You know audience opinion on this.
Yeah, audience's opinion might change when he sees the kind of punishment he's gonna get. So
On books or wizards, probably not.
you'll see.
I thought, what's her name was gonna talk him out of it.
She said she would do her best to make sure that you don't die from it.
Oh.
I mean, hey, that's pretty good.
And you know,
So should we try to look
Especially
for...
since we have a good idea of what level caster he is.
yeah,
look for a more important part, like deeper in, instead of checking them all?
that's really up to you.
That's what I'm asking them. I feel like if we just keep going, we're going to find more.
What does a more important part look like, though?
Yeah.
Probably towards the center of this place.
I thought we already went towards the center.
Well, you're in the central building. But in the central building, there is a place where people do research. There are tables there. So maybe if you spend a turn in there, you might find a way to make your roll counts for more. Maybe.
Well, actually, I wonder if because
gotta
like
be
Raimi would be
directions,
familiar with libraries that have like limited or restricted sections.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, let's find the limited, restricted section of this library.
Okay.
It turns out that's just where they keep all the porn.
Yeah,
That's the
Listen,
18
audience would not
plus.
complain.
it is restricted to 18 and up.
So you find yourself with elemental porn.
Hey,
So I know that.
Yes, some rock on fire action.
Dude, it's crazy.
Air with water. Oh, Lord.
I mean, they're all fluids, but like in their own way, and it's weird.
Yeah.
and it's weird.
Just remember that if you mix water elemental with the fire elemental, you get steamy things.
It is. You do get steam. It's a steamy love scene in there.
So
The description.
if you mix all four elements together, you get a really steamy scene with an earth elemental and a air elemental.
Yeah, it's just a fireplace. It's just describing a fire.
All right. So you go into the central region. Okay. Make an investigation roll as you try and following Remy's lead. Maybe a bit Fisher. He also is starting to have a little bit of knowledge about how library works. You go to the place where they just reference the different types of books. So,
Audience immediately gets bored and does not even try.
I got a 19 this time.
I rolled a 1.
all right.
Adi just stands there like, this is boring, guys.
There are no pictures on those small cards.
Why are we looking for books in books? This is dumb!
I got a 17.
Okay. And Remy?
14 on the die, 25 total.
No. Okay. You said 14 on the dice?
Yeah, 14 on the die.
Okay. So you start looking through all of this, and it's odd when you look at all of these small information cards, because you get more than before the feeling of how everything is just being dumped in there. It's sort of like if it's just a concept. Because there is a library, books are just being dumped inside of it, coming from everywhere, many different worlds. You see reference for things that you have no clue what this is. Right next to books where that feels very familiar, and you realize that, in one world it's, I don't know, a Gallandash, the human adventurer, and whoops, in the book next to it is a bull Galavash. Okay. Feels like you're sometimes just watching different version of the same person writing different books, and all of these books are just being poured inside of here just because it's a library. So as if, just like a magnet, it's drawing in any books that falls into this place.
There's like a whole shelf dedicated to heroic Avengers. It's like Although their writing is just as inconsistent, even though it's Sorry, nobody's interested in my hot takes.
One thing that comes out, Remy and Fisher, as you're looking through all of these references, and you didn't try to see any of this, but just with the sheer volume of titles and books that you see, you notice a theme that seems to be coming out. A war. It's being referenced in many, many books. Some of them just call it a war for survival. Some of them call it a war for the right to survive, the right to exist. One book describes it as a divine war. You'd have to take a detour. But one book is literally referring to an event that feels like heaven giving its judgment on the world. And the thing is, you recognize the name. Well, not exactly. But it feels very familiar to a name of a famous author in your own world, an historian. Probably Fisher and Remy, because you've studied a little bit of how the universe is made. This is why you recognize the book. So this is something that probably an alternate version of this person wrote in another world. But that other world is burning. But it would be a detour. You would have to sacrifice one go of looking for books about mist to get to it.
Ray would slowly turn his head, mostly to Fisher.
Yeah.
You see this shit?
This seems important.
Especially since everyone in the garden keeps talking about, for them, a war that is over. But a war, and you heard that being said once, for the right to keep on existing.
That sounded familiar.
Just a good time for everybody.
Yeah, I think we should check that out.
Mixed with everything, you do find greater reference to something about different types of mist from different world, how they act and react. So you also get something that you know where to go for this. And Remy, you do find some reference. There's a small section on the outer rim of this library that seems to be referencing Kenku's, but it's very far. You'd be sacrificing more than one round of looking through books to get to that really, really small section.
All right, I get naked. Sorry.
You have this reflex of looking at Toby. She's like, why?
I still have my silk on. Don't worry.
All right. So, what do you choose? You have several options.
Let's focus on this war.
I'm down with that. I just heard the word war. Nothing else.
Audience
I
hears
think
war,
you're
and it's just like, finally, something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the war? I'm there.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure
Okay.
out.
Okay. Where do we need to go?
To blankety blank section of the library.
Section 2B, row
Yes,
47.
blank.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go there.
Oh, no, I wish I knew the. I wish I knew by heart the identification of the Princess Leia's cell.
Yeah.
I wish I knew it by heart. I think I know someone who does, but unfortunately he's not playing with us. So, all right, you decide to go there.
Well, according to Google, 2187.
Section 2187.
Okay. So, you start going through the library, moving through the different sections. You can even notice small differences in the style of the sections, of the decorations on it. Meaning, oh goodness, it's not just the books. Part of that library is just merging with other libraries. You find yourself suddenly in... Oh, damn, I have to go with the image that in case there's a fight. So, now you find yourself in a section that feels different. When you get to it, for none of you, this comes into your mind, although you all feel a sense of dread as you enter this section, chill down your spine, a fear. Audience, the moment you enter that place, you recognize that feeling, that fear that just hits you from behind the head. It is so much weaker than the last time you felt it, but it is there. That fear of the end. This is
maybe I don't want to be here.
This is a place that has felt the end.
It stared into the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Audience eyes just go blank for a second. Like,
This is when you realize, when your eyes go blank and you just have this little sense of panic. There's one element that is reassuring and one that is not. This part of the library is being consumed just like everything else. But it's different. It's not fire. It's basic existence. Part of it are just dissolving into nothing. It's not fire, it's not explosion, it's just dematerializing. But it's stuck at that last moment, right before it loses its coherence.
God, it's like, all right, let's get the buck and get out of here. This place is We shouldn't be here.
For the rest of you, it's so unsettling. It feels so much more like the last moment than everything else. In the rest of the library, you felt that it was, oh, the library is dying. But this section of the library is
Ow!
becoming nothing. It's not even being destroyed. It's just stopping to exist.
That's not what you want. Yeah, let's get out of here.
You hurry up to where you believe the book is, and you all make your investigation roll.
Yeah, audience is kind of panicking. He rolled a 5. He's just kind of looking around. He's like, I don't want to be here.
Got a 24.
Okay.
Only 23 for Raimi.
A soft 20. 19
Okay.
plus 1.
So everyone that actually doesn't exactly know what's going on actually rolls well, and the only one who knows exactly what might be happening is just, I don't like this here. I know it's war, but
Audience
I
is
want to
like
go.
barely like audience is like, I just want to leave, man.
This reminds me of when I was on a bad trip one time and I was being tortured. Doesn't feel right.
Oh, but this is so much worse as a feeling. And Tobiyashi, like you just said, you have been tortured before. And there's a despair that comes in, of the fear of the pain, but this is so much worse. You feel it inside of you. You are inside something that is reaching its end. Not just, oh, it's going to get recycled in something else, like it blows up, it becomes. No, this is the end, period. There's nothing after. There's not even nothing after. It's just after this moment. It's oblivion. Nothingness. You look around, you think you find the book that you're looking for. This book, the cover has been slightly damaged. Written in a language you have not seen. But, the title looks like what it was on the card, so that's probably it. You grab the book and you run out of here as fast as you can. The moment you leave this section of the library, there is this the contrast of what you felt in there and what you're feeling in the rest of the library. At least in the stagnant shard, it feels everywhere like you're in the last moment of life. Meaning that the energy gets recycled in some way. You sort of have that moment where even inside of you, inside of your guts, even you audience, inside of your guts, there's something that just says, at least now if I die, I come back. One day. It's that feeling inside of you that just pops that idea in your mind.
Audience is done with the library. Audience wants to leave now. That kind of was like, nothing breaks audience pretty much except that. Audience is just like, I'm done.
And probably for all of you, you can see it in audience's eyes. It's not the first time he comes face to face with this. And you probably never seen him scared like this unsettled.
You have seen it twice. Because I've run into it, I think, twice before.
Well, you've run into it once and you've been confronted with the memory of it after.
Yeah.
So, now you have this moment of, all right, do we keep looking for the books about the mist, or do we just leave this place?
How many books on the mist do they have?
Well, there's a section. It
Well, do
talks
we
about
have?
mists on many books. Well, you're not sure exactly what you have. You spent half of your time in there just shoving as many books as you could that felt like they were probably talking about some sort of mist. But, honestly, some of them might just be talking about clouds, then other condensation. And there's a whole variety of subject on this. But there's probably some about the mist. However, the section that you found, that Fisher and Remy found, most likely talks about unnatural mists, or what feels like unnatural mist outside of this realm. So
All right, we got to go back in there.
there is a chance. Well, it's not the same section of the library, so you wouldn't feel that dread again, that end. It's just that section of the library felt like it was taken from a different place. So the feeling, like I said, the moment you leave that section, you have that idea that just pops back in your mind. At least now, if you die, your soul is going to come back one day. And that's what's unsettling, is that you realize that you have that thought that's coming from deep inside of you. Meaning that you realize that while you were in there, you stopped believing that. You stopped feeling like if you had died in there, that would have been it. Your soul wouldn't have come back. It would have been the end. Literally. So, Remy, there is that little section far away that you could try and go there. It would sacrifice many search, and if you just keep running like this, eventually monsters are gonna catch up, and with all of the running around you've been doing, it's bound to hit hard when they start appearing from the bookshelf. Or you can go to that section where you believe are probably more relevant books. Or you can do as audience says, and I'm done, I don't want to get out of here.
I think Randy would want to see like the more relevant stuff.
Okay.
If he'd been
Me too.
aware of the Kenku stuff like earlier in the trip, like he would have sacrificed the time. But I don't think it would be smart of him to. In fact,
We still have the
it would be like
incense. It's
it would
20
be counter
minutes.
to his intelligence score to go off, especially by himself, to go after something as small as that
Okay.
and waste everybody's time and possibly kill himself.
All right, so you start running off toward where the section where you think that the most relevant books are. As you make your way there, once again, you start seeing all of those little wisps of light coming from everywhere. They are starting to gather around, and one thing you do notice as you walk around is they seem to have multiplied since you went inside of that dreadful part of the library. So there is that little moment inside of your mind, that little voice that says, how long were we inside of that section? But the thought easily disperses as you see many of them starting to go inside of the section that you are in and starts swirling around you. You have this moment of decision of, all right, are we just shoving as many books as we can and, haha, sorry for the pun, booking it out of there, or are you giving it a little bit more thought and trying to go for the best books?
Let's go for the best books. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'd say like now that we're in more relevant section, like it bodes well for us to be a bit more specific.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Tobiyashi, you said you wanted to burn the incense to make sure that you had.
No, I was saying that we do still have that option if we want
Okay.
20 more minutes of not getting attacked while we're looking at that place. Not on the way there. If it's that important.
So you know that the combat with these creature that keeps appearing is slightly dangerous because if they get the drop on you, they can seriously injure all of you. But audience has shown that if they don't get the drop on you, you can actually manage a good number of them. So you decide the risk that you want to take.
I say we light one off when we get there.
Yeah, I'd be okay.
So we have more time.
All right. As you're moving toward that section, you prepare in advance. You grab something that feels like a bowl, or at least something that can be used like as a bowl. You think it was probably a light fixture that fell, but the bottom of it is closed, so you just put the incense inside of it. You look at Fisher, light it up, please. You use firebolt.
Light it up. I don't have fire. I'm sorry.
Light 'em up, light 'em up.
So by the time you arrive, you can just
fire.
you can just put the incense where you are and hope that it's enough to give you a few more moments. Hey, don't need that. A few more moments of looking through as many books as you can. Okay. So, any monsters that tries to go inside needs to roll higher then. Okay. Wow, okay. So, you get a few moments of quiet as you start going through the books, trying to identify which are the better books, which may be talking about mist that is either similar to this or exactly this. And with the incense just starting to spread around and cover the entire area, you have that knowledge of at least being safe for 10 minutes that you can just do this properly. You see 9 wisp moving about in the periphery of the incense spreading about, so you get an impression that there's at least 9 of them that are going to appear once the incense finishes. And I just rolled a saving throw for each one of them. None of them enter the area in which the incense is. So
Nice.
make your rolls. Investigation.
This is a gamble.
Oh, yeah. 26.
14.
28.
Okay.
And that is a natural 1.
Oof.
That feeling of the previous section still haunts Tobiyashi, and he just can't concentrate.
I was thinking about looking for my pendant and then making the roll, and then
Suddenly, the idea of your pendant finding itself in that section where you were just froze your brain completely. You just remained there.
now the Heartless all around us.
Right. So, as you gather books, shove them inside of audience's dimensional space, you smell the incense slowly losing its potency. You notice these echoes just becoming invisible.
How long does that last, though?
10 minutes. You
No,
can...
not that.
Okay.
There's a different one.
Okay. So what did you do? You're sure it's about to happen. Maybe you can try and run. In that case, the moment you stop, it's going to be even more of them. Or you can try and face this now. Maybe give you a little bit more time for the next one.
If we face it now, we wouldn't be surprised, right?
The thing is, because they come out of the ethered plane, you can still be surprised.
So, question. We could see them right now, right? Like before the smoke is clearing?
No,
Or are they
right
just
now they
disappearing?
just disappeared. Like shark going underwater. The difference with this one is they can still surprise you. However, since you know they're coming, you can actually make a perception roll instead of me relying on your passive perception. That's
I know what
the
I'm
difference.
doing. I'm gonna hold an action to burn a cloth of undead turning as soon as they start attacking us.
All right.
Yeah. I think
I have
we
a
should
bunch of them.
try and hold them off this time, and then get out of here.
Okay.
Tobiyashi, you're relying on your passive perception so that you can use the cloth.
Yeah, unless I have to use an action to roll for perception.
Yeah, you have to use an action to roll for perception.
Yeah, no, I'll hold it.
Okay. Audience, do you roll perception or do you
No.
hold an action?
Yeah.
Okay. Fisher and Remy?
I don't think Remy's going to test his luck. He's going to actively make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
He's been pretty lucky so far in terms of beating the stealthy creatures, but that can't last forever.
I got a 19 on my perception.
Okay.
You see, now I regret rolling this because I wasted my nat 20. So for what it's worth, if they get a stealth of 31, well, we're fucked anyway. Because
Okay. No, I just lost. Here you go, like this. Gotta secure it. All right. So the battle map. See, completely new.
Wow.
Not the same place at all.
it's like magic.
Yeah. My reflex is to put you all in the center, in a central area, back to back.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right. Remy wants to be on the right side, so Remy's So Remy's on the right side and Tobiyashi's on the wrong side. I mean, the left side of audience.
I'm on the right side, okay?
All right. So. Well, here's the last detail of this, maybe for tonight. You know that this fight could be over really quickly, but it could also take a little bit more time. So, do you want to start the next episode with this fight, or do you want to do this now?
Next episode. I think.
Okay. In that case,
Initiative, though?
we can roll for initiative if you want, because this one is being prepared. So, let's go. Something different for everyone. All right. Nope, I'm going to go through that paper if I do this. All right. Tobiyashi.
6. 3 plus 3.
Remy?
Yep, again, feeling those regrets. It's actually 8 again.
Oh, well,
I rolled a 3.
at least you didn't roll worse.
2
Audience?
3s in a row.
I rolled a. Not as good this time. Only a 9.
6 plus 3. Okay, that's kind of the same
Fisher?
as a 3.
Yeah, that's 7.
Well, here's what we can say. Everyone except Remy rolled different numbers, but the order in which everyone's going to do something is nearly identical. So it's going to be audience first, Remy second, which would normally have been Tobiyashi. So, but yeah, okay. Fisher, Tobiyashi, and then the monsters.
Wait, so 3 of us rolled a 3?
Well, Tobiyashi and the monsters both have the same initiative. But I
Nice.
think Tobiyashi has higher dexterity, so.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. And they are going to be coming like this. Let's. Alright. Let's use a different color for those who had low stealth roll. Meaning those can be seen like this. All right. So Atlee's gonna let you see what's there. I've put in green those that everyone can see, and the normal red are what Tobiyashi and Fisher can see. Actually, no. Let me correct that.
Oh.
And like this. And this. And I need another one like this. Correction, like I said. So, in green, that's what audience and Tobiyashi see. In pink, it's what Fisher and Remy sees with the green one. And the last 2 red ones, they completely surprise you Why? Because I rolled natural 20s on their stealth rolls.
And that exceeded a 31?
It's natural 20.
Oh yeah, mine was also a natural 20. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, it's natural 20 against natural 20. All right. In that case, no. They're all pink. Well, no, you actually have a line of sight on that one. All right. I'm going to change the colors. So, yeah, Remy sees everything. So, Remy sees the entire battle map. Fisher, you see pink and green. And Audience and Tobiashi, you just see green. But they're all the same monsters, don't worry. And just to freak out Tobiashi, we're going to put one monster bigger than the rest on the side. You know.
The pink one.
No. You were freaked out because one of the monster in the section on the side was bigger than the other. So here, just want to freak you out a little bit more.
So, not the big one.
Just you in particular.
All right. So this is what the battlefield's gonna look like for next episode. But we're not next episode yet. We are this episode, which means that today this is the end of what's happening and the end of the episode. So I feel like more than one of you are going to be happy to go back to bed right now. All right.
What do you mean?
Oh, you want to keep going? I don't mind. I don't work tomorrow, so. All right. So. Sound of crackling fire. With crickets. Because everyone likes crickets. This is where today's episode ends. I hope you had a pleasant, whatever part of the day it is for you right now. I hope you will be there next week, next Wednesday, or next Friday if you're watching this on the rebroadcast. If you enjoyed the show, remember, there are several ways you can support us. You can simply follow us, leave a like, a comment, on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. You can also support us financially. Well, mostly me right now. By making a donation, becoming a Patreon, subscribing on Twitch. But if you can't do any of those things, there's still one very free thing you can do to support the channel, and that's spreading the word of this channel. It helps a lot. So, thank you for being here. Hope you had a pleasant evening. See you next week. Remember, got enough raider, we raid. If not, well, we go. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.